Hi friends, today I want to discuss the application default structure of the React.js application. So every technology, .NET or Java or Angular, yeah, whatever it may be. So whenever we are creating a new project, so the default structure will be loading at the time of creating a project. And some default files will be creating. For example, in our .NET ASP.NET we have default.aspx. In our same Angular also we have some files. So like that only in React.js also we have few default files folder structure we have. So these are the main default files created at the time of creating project only. So we have mainly three folders. One is node modules, public and src. So coming to node modules, I will explain through PowerPoint presentation here. So yeah, see, the project structure is like this. We have three folders. One is node modules, public, and third one is SRC. Coming to node modules, see, node modules is mainly for holding all the information of the dependencies. So, what is dependencies? What are dependencies? So, well, dependencies means whenever we are communicating with any other remote database or services, then the time we may need to install some other extra things we need to install. So then the time if you are installing those things in our React.js project, it will include those dependencies in our project in some particular location. So those all like under the dependencies only. So we have some particular location also we have. In that location those dependencies will be added. So overall the node modules hold all the information of the dependencies. So simply we can tell the node modules having all the dependencies which we are installing, which we are performing actions whenever we are while we are implementing the project activities. So overall it holds the dependencies information. So coming to public folder, basically we have three types of files we have. One is fav icon. So we already know. So fav icon means it will display icon. See, this type of icon will come, right, at the time of default page loading in our React.js application. This type of an icon will be coming. So the default page having this type of an icon. So it will display the type of icon. Not only that, as per our convenience, we are adding different icons. But by default, it will display like this. So all the icons related information it will show, it will specify. So coming to index.html. So in the first session, I told you the default page app.js. So in that app.js, how the root file will be initiating in index.html HTML only it will be possible. In the index.html, we are initializing the root application, the default file we are specifying here. Based on this only we can specify the root folder. See, index.html. Otherwise I will show through application also. Index.html. See, this is the index.html. So coming to here, so overall all root module, whenever we are creating a default page, that page will be giving as a root folder. So here we are specifying the root folder here. So coming to index.html, coming to manifest.json, this is very important file. So whenever we are performing any routing short names, because of this manifest, I mean we are getting all the metadata in this file. So we are specifying all the metadata, I mean URL shortcuts, icons, this type of all information we can get from manifest.json. So overall the public folder we are discussing simply index.html. This is for root folder identification, and manifest.json, this is for metadata information, and fav icon it is for icons related information we are storing here. From this we are getting all the icons. Okay, so coming to next concept. So the in that I we have three folders, right? Two folders we are discussing, but SRC folder is very important for the development. I mean overall development related activities we are doing here. So in the SRC folder, see, if you can observe in the SRC, see all the development related parts, app.css. So coming to app.css, all the CSS related information. So whatever page we are displaying, right? So based on that page requirement, we are storing all the CSS properties, style properties here actually. So coming to app.js, app.js is the default page. So it will be specifying in the index.html. In the index.html or index.js, we are specifying our root default page we are specifying. So app.js, that is also I will show here. The first phase it will be, now if you run this application, it will display app.js, because that will be, see, how the root folder will be specifying here. See in this way. So the root will be specifying in the index.js. Okay, it will be displayed based on the index.html design. Okay, so app.css is for css, for I mean styles for app.js, that will be specifying in the index.html, because in the index.html and index.js they are maintaining all the information about the root folder. Okay, coming to app.test.js. This is for unit test cases. It will be discussing later. So now it is not right time to discuss about this. So after creation of every project, the developer only needs to write some unit test cases that will be happening in these pages. Every page having that related test file and test.js. Unit test cases, even the developer only needs to write, that will be happen through this file. So every JS file should have one test file also. It is not mandatory. If you want to write any test cases, just you can use this page. And we are already discussed about this index.css, index.js, index.css I already discussed it, right? So whenever we want to set a root folder, I mean default page, then that time index.css, through that we can specify. And index.css means for applying the styles of that particular page. And coming to logo.svg, so these all for logo related, I mean whatever logos we want to display in the page, these type of information we need to specify here. And register service worker.js. So with the help of this, I mean the thing is default pages, as it names applies, it is important for registering a service which is generated automatically. Any third party services when we are using, then that how we are registering. And actually in our React.js we are using Axios library. So in this way we will see when we will discuss future about these services and all. Yeah, so these are all three types of folders. Briefly again I am telling. So first folder is node modules and public folder. Node module is for especially dependencies loading. And coming to public folder, we have three types of files here. One is fav icon. Here we are specifying the all icons related information. And coming to index.html, whenever we want to set our root folder, then we can set here in the index.html. And coming to manifest.json, this is about all metadata related information. And SRC folder, this is only for I mean mainly as a developer, I mean all developers main work will be here only. SRC folder, I mean pages creation, pages, design pages, JS pages and CSS pages, these all things will be happening in this SRC folder. So in this SRC folder, whatever pages we want to develop and these all things will be happening within the SRC folder. So this is about all the file structure of the React.js application. Next session we will discuss about one sample application, general application, how we are performing the calculation, how we can design these type of all the things we will be discussing in the coming video. So please subscribe the video if you like, comment and share. And if you have any comments, you can give the comment in the comment box. Thank you.